Every week in my clinic, I see the same heartbreaking pattern. A healthy senior who believes they're doing everything right suddenly shows signs of fatigue, dizziness, memory lapses, or unexplained inflammation. And do you know what shocks them the most? When I tell them that something as small as pumpkin seeds, something they believed was the perfect superfood, may have silently triggered these reactions. The truth is painful but important. 92% of people over 60 eat pumpkin seeds the wrong way, and some of the mistakes can lead to digestive distress, thyroid imbalance, blood pressure crashes, and even dangerous interactions with medications. But here's the good news: you still have time to fix it. I'm Dr. Anna Laura, and today I'll show you the 8 pumpkin seed mistakes that could be harming your body without you even knowing. Before we dive into the 8 specific mistakes, there is something important you need to understand. Your body at 60 is not the same as your body at 30 or 40, and this changes the way you process foods, even healthy ones like pumpkin seeds. Many seniors assume that if a food is natural, it must be safe. But in geriatrics, we say the opposite. The older the body, the narrower the margin for error. And pumpkin seeds are one of those foods that can quickly shift from healing to harmful depending on how they are eaten. Let's start with the digestive system. After age 60, stomach acid drops by up to 40%, which means your body struggles to break down dense, fibrous foods like pumpkin seed shells, unsoaked seeds, or stale roasted seeds. When digestion slows, nutrients such as magnesium, zinc, and iron are not fully absorbed. Instead, the seeds sit heavily in the stomach, causing bloating, constipation, or acid reflux. I once treated a 72-year-old patient, Maria, who believed her chronic constipation was age-related. It turned out she was eating 2 handfuls of unsoaked pumpkin seeds every night. Once she changed her method, her symptoms disappeared in a week. Another hidden issue is slower liver and kidney function. Pumpkin seeds contain healthy fats, but these fats oxidize quickly when stored improperly, and aging organs struggle to filter these oxidized compounds. Over time, this contributes to inflammation, joint pain, and even memory fog. Many seniors mistake these symptoms for getting older, when in reality they're eating rancid seeds without realizing it. Finally, age changes how your body handles minerals. Seniors often have delicate balances of iodine, zinc, and selenium minerals deeply connected to thyroid and heart health. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc and selenium, which is good in moderation, but dangerous when eaten incorrectly. Understanding these age-related changes helps you see why pumpkin seed mistakes matter so much. The good news? Every problem here is preventable with the right method. This is one of the most common and most overlooked mistakes seniors make. Many people think that eating pumpkin seeds with the shell adds more fiber. And yes, technically the shell contains fiber, but it's the wrong kind for an aging digestive system. After age 60, the muscles of the digestive tract slow down, stomach acid becomes weaker, and the intestines become more sensitive. That means tough, unbreakable fibers like pumpkin seed shells don't help you. They overwhelm you. Let me explain it simply. Pumpkin seed shells are highly abrasive, and your stomach has to work extra hard to break them down. When your stomach acid is already reduced, the seeds pass through partially undigested, scraping the intestinal lining and causing bloating, cramping, constipation, or even microinflammation. These reactions are so common that in the Journal of Gastroenterology, doctors warn that older adults should avoid hard seed shells unless digestion is excellent. I remember a patient named Ramiro, 74, who came in complaining of persistent stomach heaviness and embarrassing gas. He thought it was a normal part of aging. Turns out he was eating a big bowl of salted, shelled pumpkin seeds every afternoon. His body wasn't absorbing the magnesium or zinc it was fighting the shell. After switching to shelled seeds only and chewing slowly, his digestion improved, his gas disappeared, and his energy increased in less than 2 weeks. Eating pumpkin seeds with the shell also reduces nutrient absorption by up to 25%. Why? Because your digestive system becomes so focused on breaking that hard shell that it cannot fully extract the nutrients inside, a waste of good food and effort. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: choose shelled pumpkin seeds, sometimes labeled pepitas. If you enjoy the shells, chew extremely well at least 20 to 30 chews per bite. Avoid shells completely if you have constipation, diverticulosis, acid reflux, or weak digestion. This single correction alone can dramatically increase the health benefits you get from pumpkin seeds. One of the biggest misunderstandings about pumpkin seeds is the belief that you can eat them straight from the bag and still get all their nutrients. In reality, if you're not soaking your pumpkin seeds before eating them, your body may be losing out on more than half of their benefits, especially after age 60. Why? Because pumpkin seeds contain a natural compound called phytic acid, often referred to as an anti-nutrient. Phytic acid binds to minerals such as magnesium, zinc, iron, and calcium and prevents your body from absorbing them. For seniors, this is a serious problem. Many older adults already struggle with mineral deficiencies due to weaker digestion and reduced stomach acid. When you eat unsoaked pumpkin seeds, the phytic acid blocks the very minerals your body desperately needs for muscle strength, bone health, blood pressure stability, and deeper sleep. I'll never forget Clara, a 78-year-old patient who had persistent leg cramps and trouble sleeping. She had been eating pumpkin seeds daily, believing they were boosting her magnesium levels. When we tested her blood, her magnesium was still low. Why? She was eating them unsoaked. After soaking them overnight and eating them regularly, her cramping reduced dramatically within 10 days. Soaking pumpkin seeds is incredibly simple, but the impact is powerful. When seeds soak in water, the phytic acid begins to break down a process called enzymatic activation. This unlocks the minerals and makes them far easier for your aging digestive system to absorb. Soaking also softens the seeds, reduces digestive strain, and even enhances their natural flavor. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: soak pumpkin seeds for 6 to 8 hours, ideally overnight. Drain and rinse them well. Eat them fresh or dry roast them at low heat, no more than 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 150 degrees Celsius. Never eat unsoaked seeds if you have mineral deficiencies, cramps, insomnia, or bone loss. Just this one habit can dramatically increase your nutrient absorption and overall energy. Mistake number 3: ignoring hidden additives in store-bought pumpkin seeds. This mistake surprises almost everyone. Many seniors assume that anything labeled nuts and seeds is automatically healthy. But when it comes to store-bought pumpkin seeds, the truth is more complicated and more dangerous. What most people don't realize is that many commercial brands add excess salt, added sugars, artificial flavorings, preservatives, and inflammatory oils. And for adults over 60, these additives can trigger serious reactions that overshadow all the benefits pumpkin seeds are meant to provide. Let's talk about salt first. Many packaged pumpkin seeds contain more than half of your daily sodium intake in a single handful. For seniors dealing with hypertension, edema, heart disease, or kidney strain, this can be extremely harmful. Too much sodium increases blood pressure, stiffens arteries, and disrupts fluid balance, all of which become more dangerous with age. Added sugars are another hidden threat. Some brands coat their pumpkin seeds in sweeteners to enhance shelf life and flavor. But sugar spikes blood glucose, worsens prediabetes, and triggers inflammation, something older bodies are already more vulnerable to. I remember Teresa, age 61, who couldn't understand why her blood sugar was rising despite healthy snacking. The culprit? A flavored pumpkin seed mix with 9 grams of sugar per serving. Many brands also use preservatives like BHT or anti-caking agents. These may seem harmless, but research published in the Journal of Gerontology links these compounds to oxidative stress, something that accelerates aging at the cellular level. And finally, the oils used in pre-roasted seeds are often cheap seed oils that become toxic when heated. These oxidized oils contribute to inflammation, joint pain, and even memory decline. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: choose seeds labeled raw, unsalted, and additive-free. Avoid flavored varieties: honey, barbecue, chili lime. If you want roasted seeds, roast them yourself at low temperature. Always read ingredient lists. If there's more than one ingredient, be cautious. Choosing natural pumpkin seeds means choosing a healthier heart, brain, and metabolism. Mistake number 4: Not storing pumpkin seeds properly, most people think pumpkin seeds last forever, but they don't. In fact, pumpkin seeds are one of the most delicate foods in the pantry because of their natural oils. These oils are extremely sensitive to air, heat, moisture, and light. When pumpkin seeds are stored the wrong way, these oils begin to oxidize, turning into harmful compounds that silently damage your body. And for seniors, the impact is even more severe. Let's break it down. Pumpkin seeds contain omega-6 fatty acids, vitamin E, and antioxidants. But when exposed to warm temperatures or humidity, these healthy compounds break down and become rancid. Rancid oils don't just taste bad, they accelerate inflammation, worsen arthritis, irritate the stomach, and even contribute to memory problems. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging warns that oxidized fats create stress in the brain and may worsen cognitive decline in adults over 60. I once worked with Raymond, a 67-year-old retired postman who kept a large bag of pumpkin seeds open on his kitchen counter. He snacked on them daily, believing they were helping his heart. Yet he constantly felt mild nausea, joint stiffness, and unexplained fatigue. When he brought the bag to my clinic, I could smell the rancidity instantly. After switching to freshly stored seeds, all his symptoms began to ease within a week. And it doesn't end there. Improper storage also encourages mold growth, especially in humid climates. Some molds release mycotoxin substances that can affect the liver, stomach, and immune system. Seniors, whose immune defenses naturally weaken with age, are far more vulnerable. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: store pumpkin seeds in airtight containers, never in open bags. Keep them in a cool, dark place like a cupboard or pantry. For long-term storage, refrigerate or freeze them. Never eat seeds that smell bitter, musty, or oily. Proper storage turns pumpkin seeds from a risky snack into a safe daily health booster. Mistake number 5: eating pumpkin seeds without considering your thyroid health. This is one mistake that very few people, even younger adults, ever think about. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc and selenium, two minerals essential for thyroid hormone production. And while this sounds positive, the thyroid is extremely delicate after age 60. A slight imbalance in minerals can either help or harm your thyroid function, especially if you already struggle with hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, or unexplained fatigue. Here's the key point: the thyroid operates like a tight orchestra. It needs the right balance of iodine, selenium, and zinc. Too much of one mineral can throw the others off. When seniors eat pumpkin seeds in excess, especially more than one handful a day, the high zinc content can interfere with iodine uptake, which is crucial for hormone production. Over time, this can worsen symptoms like low mood, thinning hair, weight gain, and cold sensitivity. A patient I remember well, Teresa, age 61, had been eating multiple servings of pumpkin seeds daily because she believed they were improving her immunity. Instead, she started noticing hair shedding, dry skin, and slowing metabolism. Her lab results revealed worsening hypothyroidism. When we reduced her pumpkin seed intake and increased iodine-rich foods like seaweed and eggs, her thyroid levels stabilized within 6 weeks. Another issue is the selenium to iodine imbalance. Selenium helps convert T4 to T3, the active thyroid hormone, but when consumed excessively, it can backfire, especially when iodine intake is low. Many seniors unknowingly fall into this trap because they eat pumpkin seeds often, but don't consume enough iodine-rich foods. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: limit pumpkin seeds to a small handful, 1 to 2 tablespoons, daily if you have thyroid issues. Pair them with iodine-rich foods, seaweed, seafood, eggs. Avoid daily consumption if you have uncontrolled hypothyroidism. Speak with your doctor if your thyroid symptoms worsen after adding pumpkin seeds to your diet. Understanding your thyroid's needs can prevent unnecessary fatigue and keep your metabolism steady and strong. Mistake number 6: eating too many pumpkin seeds could lead to weight gain. Pumpkin seeds are often called a superfood, but even the healthiest foods can become harmful if eaten in excess, especially for adults over 60. One of the biggest misconceptions I see in my clinic is the belief that natural fats don't cause weight gain. But physiology tells a different story. Pumpkin seeds are extremely calorie dense, 559 calories and nearly 50 grams of fat per 100 grams. For a senior with a slower metabolism, that's more fat than your body can comfortably process in a single day. After age 60, metabolic rate drops rapidly. Your body burns fewer calories at rest, muscle mass declines, and hormonal changes make it easier to store fat and harder to lose it. So when seniors snack mindlessly on pumpkin seeds, whether while watching TV, reading, or adding them generously to salads, they may unknowingly exceed their daily calorie needs by hundreds of calories. I once treated a patient named Luis, a 69-year-old who was confused about why he continued gaining weight despite eating healthy snacks. When we analyzed his diet, we discovered he was eating 2 full handfuls of pumpkin seeds every evening. That innocent habit added more than 700 extra calories per day. After limiting his intake to 1 tablespoon daily, his weight and blood sugar levels improved dramatically within a month. The issue isn't the quality of the fat, it's the quantity. Pumpkin seeds contain good fats, but too much good fat still becomes stored fat when your metabolism slows down. Excessive fat intake can also put strain on the gallbladder and worsen acid reflux in seniors. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: eat just 1 to 2 teaspoons per day if you're watching weight or blood sugar. Never eat pumpkin seeds directly from the bag. Use a pre-measured bowl. Avoid combining pumpkin seeds with other high-fat foods at the same meal. If you're dieting, eat them earlier in the day when metabolism is higher. Healthy foods still require healthy limits, and your body will thank you for it. Mistake number 7, not safe for people with low blood pressure. This mistake is one of the most dangerous because it often goes unnoticed until it causes a frightening reaction. Pumpkin seeds contain natural compounds that act as vasodilators, meaning they help relax and widen blood vessels. For someone with high blood pressure, this can be beneficial. But for seniors who already have low blood pressure or take medications that lower blood pressure, this effect can become risky. After age 60, the body's blood pressure regulation becomes more fragile. Baroreceptors, the tiny sensors that help stabilize blood pressure, become less responsive. This means sudden drops in pressure can happen more easily, leading to dizziness, blurred vision, weakness, or even fainting. When a senior eats pumpkin seeds regularly, especially in high amounts, the seeds' natural blood pressure lowering effects can push their pressure even lower. I remember Carmen, a 76-year-old retired teacher who came to me after collapsing in her kitchen. She assumed it was dehydration or fatigue. But when we reviewed her diet, she mentioned eating a large bowl of pumpkin seeds daily because she heard they were heart healthy. Her blood pressure reading that day was 92/58, dangerously low for her age. After removing the pumpkin seeds and adjusting her meals, her dizziness disappeared within days. Another concern is medication interaction. Many seniors take antihypertensive drugs like ACE inhibitors, calcium channel blockers, or diuretics. When pumpkin seeds are added on top of these medications, the combined effect can lead to excessive drops in blood pressure. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: avoid pumpkin seeds if your blood pressure is consistently below 100/60. If you take blood pressure medications, consult your doctor before adding pumpkin seeds. If you enjoy them, limit intake to 1 teaspoon and always eat them with a meal, not on an empty stomach. Stop immediately if you experience dizziness, fatigue, or sudden weakness. Protecting your blood pressure means protecting your balance, clarity, and independence. Mistake number 8. Don't eat pumpkin seeds if you're on blood thinners. This is the mistake that worries me the most because the consequences can be serious, even life-threatening. Pumpkin seeds may look harmless, but they contain natural compounds that act as mild anticoagulants, meaning they thin the blood slightly. For most people, this is not an issue. But for seniors who are taking prescription blood thinners such as warfarin, Eliquis, or Xarelto, even a small additional thinning effect can be dangerous. Here's why: after age 60, blood vessels become more fragile and the body bruises more easily. When a senior is on anticoagulant medication, the purpose is to prevent deadly clots, but the dosage is carefully calculated. If you eat too many pumpkin seeds on top of that, it can interfere with how your medication works. This can cause your blood to become too thin, increasing the risk of internal bleeding, prolonged bleeding from small cuts, nosebleeds, or unexpected bruising. I once worked with a patient named Harold, a 72-year-old who was recovering from a minor stroke. He started eating pumpkin seeds daily because he heard they were good for cholesterol. Within weeks, he developed unexplained bruises on his arms and a frightening nosebleed that wouldn't stop easily. His INR levels, which measure blood clotting, were unstable because the natural blood thinning compounds in pumpkin seeds interfered with his warfarin. Once he eliminated pumpkin seeds, his levels returned to normal within days. Pumpkin seeds also contain plant compounds that can affect liver metabolism, which is critical because the liver processes most anticoagulant medications. Any interference there can alter your dosage unintentionally. Tips for using pumpkin seeds: avoid pumpkin seeds entirely if you take warfarin unless your doctor approves. For those on newer blood thinners, Eliquis, Xarelto, Plavix, limit pumpkin seeds to 1/2 teaspoon only. Never eat them daily, spacing them out reduces interaction risk. Contact your doctor immediately if you notice bruising, nosebleeds, or gum bleeding. Your medication keeps you alive. Protect its balance with the respect it deserves. The Safe Pumpkin Seed Blueprint for Seniors. Now that you understand the 8 major mistakes, I want to give you something even more important: a clear, simple, and senior-safe blueprint you can follow with confidence. Pumpkin seeds can be incredibly healing when used correctly. They support heart health, strengthen bones, nourish the brain, and balance the immune system. But after age 60, the goal is not just to eat healthy foods, it's to eat them in ways that protect your digestion, your hormones, your energy, and your medications. So here is the protocol I give to my patients. 1. Choose the right seeds. Always select raw, unsalted, shelled pumpkin seeds, pepitas. Avoid flavored, roasted, or oil-coated varieties unless you roast them yourself. 2. Soak before eating. Soak them for 6 to 8 hours, drain, and rinse. This removes phytic acid and unlocks minerals that your body needs for calm sleep, stable blood pressure, and strong muscles. 3. Watch your portion size for healthy adults. 1 tablespoon per day. For those watching weight or sugar, 1 to 2 teaspoons. For thyroid issues, small handful only, paired with iodine-rich foods. For low blood pressure or blood thinners, extremely small amounts or complete avoidance. 4. Store them properly. Use airtight glass containers. Keep them in the fridge or freezer to protect their oils from oxidation. Never eat seeds that smell bitter or stale. 5. Eat them at the right time. The best time for seniors is earlier in the day, morning, or early afternoon when digestion is strongest. Avoid eating them at night if you have reflux, bloating, or slow digestion. 6. Pair them wisely. Combine with foods rich in vitamin C, berries, lemon water for better mineral absorption. Avoid pairing with other high-fat foods in the same meal. Following this blueprint ensures that pumpkin seeds become a true daily medicine, not a silent threat. And remember, you are not a passive patient. You are the guardian of your health, strength, and independence. Share this knowledge with someone you love and keep exploring your health journey with me. If today's video opened your eyes to how a simple food can affect your body in such powerful ways, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with someone you love: a sister, a neighbor, or a friend at your senior center who might be unknowingly making these same mistakes. And if you want to keep learning how to protect your heart, your brain, and your independence after 60, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a life-changing tip from me, Dr. Anna Laura. Your health can improve at any age, and it starts with the choices you make today. Are you ready to take the next step?